What's going on, y'all? I hope everyone's having a great day, and I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I figure, our lovely guest, Uncle Bill. I know. We covered that in the end of week rant, but I decided that being that he's got more experience than I have, mainly being that he's been turning wrenches since, well, I wasn't even a thought. I wasn't even my daddy's nutsack at the time, so I figure this is a great topic to discuss. So you want to be a mechanic. What all does it entail? What's positive and what's negative of everything? And I think that's a big deciding factor because I've seen guys get in it straight from tech school, work a couple of weeks, and bounce on out of the industry.
Yeah, I've seen many of that happen.
So I think this is a good descriptor of how everything's going to be going down on pros and cons.
Just bear in mind, doing this is not for everyone.
No, it's you have to be a little sick in the head, I think. Have to be intelligent. Intelligence is a huge factor in this industry.
You gotta at least be decent working with your hands, knowing how to there's so much. We're just gonna try to narrow it down to a couple of things this segment and touch on it again on a future day.
Oh, yeah, this is gonna be jumping off points for days with this, but I want to give y'all an insight on my opinion and Bill's opinion as 36 years in the industry, and I've got about 9 or 10 years in the industry. So with that being said, guys, pros and cons. Bill, would you like to start off with a con or a pro?
Probably a con.
Okay, start it
Get
off.
to the bad stuff to begin with.
So rip the Band-Aid off is what you're saying.
It's hard on your body, big time.
Yeah?
Quite a bit. You will be feeling it, especially as you get older. If you stay in the field, it's going to get a lot worse.
I mean, I'm in my 30s right now, my early 30s. At 23, I had a T11 vertebrae fracture, and I was building ambulances. At 19, I was working in a shop, had to have knee reconstruction. I'd say I'm hurting every day.
Luckiness for me, I have arthritis and all sorts of other fun stuff. Not going to say it all has to do with performing this job for the lifetime I've been doing it, just it is part of the perils of doing it.
So, a con for me with this, and I love it so much, but it is definitely a drain. Guys, I have never been in a shop where I have not had to purchase my own tools. And that, guys, I mean, I'm no credit card cowboy when it comes to buying tools, guys. I mean, a lot of it, I have my truck accounts, I pay them off as quick as I can, and I go out and run up another, balance. Because I'm the only tech in my shop that I work on currently, it gets expensive. I have to buy specialty tools. So, granted, there are some shops that provide tools.
To a certain extent.
Yes.
No one provides everything.
So,
not in my work experience.
So, I
Some
mean,
of your bigger specialty tools will be supplied. Depending on if you're working for a dealership, I've worked for several. They of course have the dealership or the manufacturer specific scan tools. That is some of the stuff that's a benefit working at a dealer.
on my end, I don't know how many tens of thousands of dollars that have come out of my own pocket that could have went to a nice car, could have went to a house.
Never had a nice car.
See, exactly. I've been turning wrenches for too long.
Neither have I.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is on that.
50's pretty nice.
Huh? Yeah, your 50 Ford is nice. I will give you that.
That'll be showing up on the channel too.
Absolutely. So, I think that's a quick summary of my
That's the one. So I'd say hit a.
Oh, you want to go pro? Okay.
You start.
Oh, I get to start on the pro. So, pro I see about this, a big thing. To me, once you gain the knowledge is there. And I've noticed my possibilities are endless as far as employment. I mean, I've been equipment, truck, class 8 trucks, race cars. Now I'm moving into classic cars. So it's kind of learn something. You have the theory, and you can move on and grow. So it's a beautiful thing on that.
Yes. As long as you end up being good at what you're doing, you're able to retain the knowledge, something you'll always have. Like myself, I could leave here where we're at right now today. Well, it's a Sunday, so
Yeah.
maybe not today, but tomorrow, if I felt like it, stopped at several shops along my way home, I'd probably get a job offer from every one of them, just because of my experience, the knowledge I have. Yes, the certifications, it's a plus and minus on certifications. If you're good at taking tests, you can get all the certifications in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to be good at fixing a car.
Absolutely agreed on that.
And I have everything ASE offers as far as the automotive side, all of them.
I've got some equipment certs. I don't have any ASE certs.
So you're going to.
Oh, absolutely. Knowledge is power, right?
At least it looks good on the wall.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I like
I
my
got
name.
what, six separate.
I think it's up to 8 if I'm not
Well, some
mistaken.
of them are on the same.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There's a lot more than 8, but there's like 6 certificates that will be on the wall in there one of these days.
I want my name up on that wall, so yeah.
You better just start learning how to take a test.
I can take a test. I mean, 1, 2, Dale Earnhardt, right? So we next pro. What's your pro?
There's a lot of money to be made if you're good at what you do, and if you can specialize in something.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things that a lot of people aren't able to do is electrical. For myself, for some strange reason, electrical is no different than reading a book for me. I can diagnose pretty much any electrical problem. I replace complete wiring harnesses in cars, repair harnesses, do whatever needs to be done. That is not something everyone can do. So if you find a specialty that you're good at and you can focus on that and get to be the best you can be, that's another positive when it comes to finding a job, starting your own job or something, because you can specialize in, let's say, electrical, or you could specialize in transmissions, you can specialize in engine performance, or you can try to specialize in everything, as we're going to be doing here.
Yep. And just to touch on that with him, and in our meeting we had today, I actually brought it up. This man, I used to work with this man about 9 years ago, and I'd walk into his shop, and he'd sit there and have blank computer boards and just be making his own stuff, doing all kinds of crazy stuff with it.
Electronics, I'm good at it.
Yeah, too smart for his own good, I would say. I mean, he definitely needs
They'll see more of that as we get moving forward in the other channel.
Yeah, kind of stupid smart when it comes to anything.
Extremely stupid.
Yeah. I mean, we're okay with
Don't
that.
hang around views.
Yeah, I mean, I judge your character every day for that one. Judge my wife's character too. Yeah, she's not giving me death glares right now, so that's a
she's
benefit.
busy talking to mine. We'll get in trouble later on for that.
I gotta go feed her here in a minute. Or
Me
else.
too.
So, another con?
Yeah, pick a con.
Well,
Kind of expanded on that one pro, so now pick a con.
yeah, I think so. I think the next con. We talked about back pain. We talked about tool debt.
Amount on your body.
Yeah, I think.
Stress.
You know what? I'll let you take stress. Stress is definitely one.
Hey, thanks.
I think my biggest con with this is people.
Yeah, okay.
This one, guys, if you've been paying attention to this channel, you will know you deal with stupid.
A lot.
Stupid needs to pay a price, in my opinion. Well, in my case, it is paid the price of me getting kicked in the balls. You deal with these people that sit there and will take your tools, will try to touch on your stuff. They're mental midgets. And it's a problem. You're going to have stupid customers that sit there and tell you, this is a problem, I want this fixed. When in case they have no clue what they're talking about, and if they did, they'd fix it themselves. You're going to
They've
have...
already tried to fix it themselves and then bring it to you.
Yeah. The car's 1 second away from catching fire because I can't wire a damn thing. That, to me, that's a huge deterrent in this field. I've had managers that just make me want to slam my head into a sharp corner because they have the brain.
Is that Herbie?
Oh, Herbie was cool. There's nothing like 10 o'clock phone calls at night asking if I'm the weatherman. But, yeah, I've had managers that have the brain capacity of a gnat that sit there and make phone calls. Clearly, they were not a good technician. So
That's why they got moved up.
exactly. I mean, that's you move up the dumb people and keep the good workers working because that's what they're good for, is working. So that's mine. That's definitely my pros, people. Or con. That is my con, is people. So.
Right back to the stress.
Yeah.
A lot of stress in doing it, especially if you're running your own business or working on getting one established in the shoes of one that's already established. And again, can't get into any of that right now, but lots of stress involved. A lot on your mind all times of the day and night. You're going to find out you'll be working on a particular vehicle that has a problem, and you're going to bring it home with you. Because you're going to be worrying about what to do, why you can't get it figured out, what it's going to take to fix it, when is it going to fit in with everything else you have scheduled out, when the next car is going to come in that they got to have it fixed right now, and you're, arms deep in the middle of another problem. It's a lot of stress.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't just mean the stress for someone who owns the company. It'll be stress for yourself if you're going to be the technician, because your service manager or your service writer or your shop foreman is going to keep on bringing you work when you're not even done with what you got to do yet.
Well, I don't know how many times I get phone calls at 4 o'clock in the morning with the stupidest thing.
That's not going to happen anymore.
Oh, thank God. I'm looking forward to that. Like, phone calls all throughout the day. I mean, I was looking at my cell phone the other day, just going through call logs. I probably had 40 calls in a day just dealing with managers and coworkers trying to sort out everyone else's problems. I got my own set of problems. I mean, I'm not the brightest, crayon in the box,
Not at all.
and I'm having to put out other people's fires. I mean, that's sad. So I
Get
can.
used to it.
No. These problems are our problems. I like our problems. I don't want other
You
people's.
might not be saying that here in a little bit.
I'm fine. I'll suck it up. This is our future.
$20 is $20.
$20 is definitely $20. So you think we're good to move on to a pro?
I thought that was one.
Oh, $20 is $20. That's a fantastic pro. Right.
A pro, the money can be really good if, depending on how your pay is set up, if you're paid hourly, not so much. Yeah, it'll be good when there isn't work to do in the shop to have something to fall back on. But being flat rate, and if you're good at what you do, you don't have comebacks and stupid shit happen from trying to get a job done too fast, there's a lot more money to be made at flat rate. As you get good at what you do, you'll be able to beat the flat rate time, and you can be banking, $2,000 or $3,000 a week just in a normal 5-day work week without working overtime. But you gotta be responsible with your money. You gotta know how to save for the time when there isn't any work. And
I'd agree to that. I mean, thankfully, I've not had to work on the flat system up until another
You
couple
will
months.
be.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. And we'll definitely be talking about flat rate coming up, because it's something.
And every shop is different as far as what they're going to be willing to pay you yourself, or if you're running a shop, what you're willing to pay your technician. We've already discussed what our pay is going to be, and again, we're not at liberty to discuss a lot of that specifics right now. But let's just say it's probably one of the higher pay in the industry at the moment. And it's because we do have a small overhead. We don't have $10,000 in a lease payment every month, stuff like that. This building we're taking over is very old.
We're gonna have to fix.
The landlord seems to be a very nice guy. I've been in contact with him about things we do want to do. And there's a good chance, I have no doubt this place is going to make money.
Yeah.
It's just, there is a lot of money to be made. You start on your own, yeah, you get to reap all the benefits. Just remember to pay your taxes. We'll get into that later.
Yes, there are so many jumping off points here, guys. For my pros, I've been very fortunate with the people I know and what I have done in this industry across the board. My next pro, guys, is this industry will take you everywhere and anywhere you are willing to go. I've been all across this country. Like I said, I've worked on professional race cars, did that for 7 years. I still work on race cars on a lower end level. Class 8 trucks, I've worked on all sorts of equipment. I have opportunity. It's amazing. You could sit there, if you want to move to Alaska and you've got experience, guess what? Yeah, roll your toolbox on out, buddy. Go to Alaska.
No, they provide you tools there.
Oh, they provide. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. If you want to move to Georgia, you find that sweet little lady on the Tinder, and you want to move all the way across the country.
As far as Alaska is concerned, the pay is absolutely amazing, but you're away from everyone and everything for 6 months at a time.
I think that's a pro in itself.
So be sure your hands are well used to.
Yeah, go invest in Jergens. I mean, I could be away from people for 6 months out of the year. I mean, I think that'd be a beautiful thing. Hey, I got my great audience and their group to talk to. I mean, I do enjoy that. So I think that's my pro. Anything else you want to add for right now?
I don't think so for right now. I think we hit some of the basics. If anyone has anything they want us to discuss, just leave a comment down in there in the comment section and we will address it.
I think that's a very good point, guys. If you want to touch up on anything, comment section. Guys, if you
like, surprise.
like, surprise!
Subscribe.
Yes, definitely subscribe to this nonsense hour.
It's only going to get worse.
Yes, exactly, because I'm a child and he's daddy. Now, I want a hat that says daddy as it is.
No, you can't wear the daddy hat.
Yeah, I can't wear the daddy hat
You
here.
gotta wear the honey bear hat.
Ooh, a honey bear. I'm digging that. Can we do it like emojis? Oh, yeah. I'll totally rock the honey bear hat. But, guys,
More expensive we don't have money for.
no, you don't need to worry about money. I identify as a rich person.
That's nice.
How do you think I make my money? It's on OBT.
$20 is $20. You want to raise your rates.
I'm gonna get that tattooed right there. Advertisement, yeah. But guys, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, I'm assuming you either find me or him attractive and just want to keep watching the nonsense. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget to have a great day. Enjoy the beer you're drinking, or the Coke, or Dr. Pepper in this guy's case. Maybe mix with some alcohol later.
Possibly.
Yeah, so guys, take it easy.
Although I have to work tomorrow, so probably not.
You don't have to go to work.
Yeah.
No one needs to go to work. But
I got 2 months in a week I have to go to work.
I'm going to start hooking for 2 months in a week. I don't want to go to work no more. Guys, take it easy. Keep wrenching. Later.